So, Logan, how was dinner?
Oh, it's gonna be really good in about 30 minutes. Potentially less.
Real funny. So
Logan's a
that's
special lad. He gets to have 2 dinners.
It's because
Son of a bitch.
it's because we're recording this. God damn it! It's because we're recording this on 2 different days. But welcome back
Play
to
along with my joke.
welcome back to Link's Laddie's Awakening, breakfast and bed.
Oh boy.
Breakfast and bed?
Emphasis on the bed.
Yes, because I'm going to be having a Yes, because my dinner. Yes, because my dinner is going to be a breakfast burrito before I pass out.
Welcome to the
Oh.
LA bed and breakfast.
Ah well.
Did you know that So earlier today, me and Mom were doing like our last bit of Christmas shopping, and we went to this Mexican restaurant for lunch. And on the TV, we saw that apparently there's a bed and breakfast room styled after Saved by the Bell.
Huh.
Not surprised, there's a bunch of bed and breakfasts styled after different things.
I've never stayed in a bed and breakfast.
I have never either.
They're just hotels. Let's be fair.
But they sound interesting.
Well, the funny part is that like they were a thing, and then you got Airbnb, which is bed and breakfasts are basically actually I think that's why it's called Airbnb. It's because they are bed and breakfasts.
Yes.
Ha!
Yeah, it was Airbnb specifically actually that we saw.
Why didn't I ever make that connection?
It's the acronym, but anyway. James, do you like this dungeon?
It's alright. I mean, it's your traditional water dungeon, though not quite the traditional 3D water dungeon, so I give it a pass.
Eh.
I don't know, like, okay, water dungeons in the 2D Zeldas are not as bad, but then I am still reminded of Link Between Worlds. which
Don't
still had the
even get me
freaking-
started on Mermaid's Cave in Oracle of Ages.
Oh boy.
That is
Yeah, no.
terrible. I'd actually rate that dungeon worse than Water Temple and Ocarina of Time, like, for example.
Anti-fairies.
Wow.
Haha.
You know, I'd have to. I really do need to go back and replay Link Between Worlds because I honestly forgot how the Water Temple was in that game.
I never found the water temple in Link Between Worlds to be that egregious.
Oh, that reminds
My-
me. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Matt.
My only problem was the fact that it had the same changing the water level that freaking that Ocarina of Time had, which is why people hated it.
It did, though. I'd argue it was a lot. They streamlined it a lot more there than they did in Ocarina.
Okay.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, what was
It's
that?
called- It was us defaulting over to this position. All good, no worries. Okay, we gotta go there with the key. Oh, I see where we gotta go now.
Now, what were we trying to say, Sealy?
Today, in Japan, Spirit Tracks is 11 years old.
Wow, Spirit Tracks already.
Yeah. Honestly, not gonna lie, I thought it was older.
What? What'd you
I
say,
would
Matt?
say that's not.
He thought I was older.
Yeah, I thought it was older. Not gonna
Oh.
lie.
Logan,
Like, how much older?
At least 12.
Oh, that's right. Laddie can't swim.
Yeah.
Logan,
not-
we
even his
gotta
own-
continue our
What am I-
playthrough.
Spirit Tracks?
Yes, but anyway, continue, James, with this woman.
Laddie can't swim.
Yeah.
Not even on this deserted island was he able to bring back his flippers.
Blah.
So hopefully, we may be able to find.
He paid top rupee for those scalped Zora flippers.
Right from that big old mouth guy. But yeah, we'll have to figure that out later.
That just, I have this mental image of like you take the Zora flippers from a Zora. It's like, oh, I didn't know these were like shoes. They weren't.
I mean, it's funny considering the fact that the guy that gave us those Zora flippers in the first place was a big ass Zora.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 500
Where's the king of
smackaroos for
Zora?
the finest.
I can't remember what voice I gave him.
I think it was something along the lines of "Roar!"
Yeah, it was just you just shouted it. Genuinely,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just shouted
Literally-
it because he
yeah, I
always looked
just
like
shouted. I forgot about that.
I know that's a voice you used to use a lot. I can't remember. I can't pinpoint it though.
What?
The shouting, the whole.
Just that voice. Just that.
Oh no,
voice.
it was like a DBZ abridged voice or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
it,
no, no,
it was.
Hey.
It was
Hey.
Super Kami Guru. Super Kami
yeah,
Guru.
yeah.
That's
The,
it.
no.
No. I saw
Yeah, that was the-
bird. It was pretty.
well.
Kick its ass.
So.
What do you want, little man? Do you have something to ask of me?
Where'd she go?
Ha.
Where'd she
So
go?
while we're so
Sorry.
this definitely
shut
see
up.
that. I would say I'll definitely
into
say
it.
that I'll definitely
Drown,
oh,
Spidey.
No.
Oh no,
Well,
that looks so sad.
The top of your guy. Okay, I will definitely say that this dungeon in particular, especially with how wide open these areas are, this is definitely making
Yeah.
good use out of the fact that we can actually have multiple.
oh,
almost
come on,
made
you
it.
could have made that.
This is actually making very good use of the fact that we can have multiple, much larger screens on the Switch than we could the Game Boy.
Oh yeah, like in the original Game Boy / Game Boy Color version of The Link's Awakening, every screen was literally on one. It was all literally like one screen transitions everywhere.
Right.
Which I know they sort of touched up on for the Oracle games, and then came this game.
You know, all
Yeah.
these places where it's very easy to drown in, I wonder if we're gonna get something that'll help alleviate that issue.
Not a slime. Get out of here.
He really
yeah.
he really missed us.
Just wanted a friend. He's like, I'm a treasure, aren't I? No.
Yeah, it's like that one Brawl in the Family comic where I think it was supposed to be for Fortune Street, where it's Mario and Slime's reunion,
Oh right.
Da-da-da.
and they had like the sad faces for each other.
Aw.
Can't go past this way. Gonna have to turn back,
Yeah,
Labby.
that is a
Oh,
really
jeez.
dumb
Oh, jeez.
idea there.
So, that's right. I was gonna. Okay, so now we got a. Oh yeah, now we got a key. We can do something. So that's right. I was telling you guys that I was sad.
Oh,
About
what are
were
you sad about?
Logan?
Well, first there's this asshole.
Yeah, this guy.
And then there's this asshole.
He's the reason why Logan's sad.
You back up. What the hell? Get back here.
Okay,
Hey,
but
what you
while
were
we
saying?
fight this, why are you sad?
So Matt wasn't there. Neither was Celia, but James and Hype were there earlier while we were recording.
Sorry, it did this. It did like a screech when it stopped.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's going.
That's
he's
one of the
going
best
mad.
things about
Okay,
it.
so me and James are there for.
For when we were helping out somebody record a game that we won't talk about yet because it's not finished yet.
Oh, that.
As in the commentary, not the actual game. But I was talking with you guys about that Myst game. And Danny 8-Bit just showed up Danny 8-Bit recently tweeted out, like, talking about, because he's been really enamored in Myst, which fine, I mean, by all accounts, like, I want more fans of Myst, so, more power to him. I hope he enjoys it.
used to-
I'm looking.
I mentioned before I used to know the creator's daughter.
Oh, Rand Miller's daughter?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yay.
cool.
her name is.
I notice you seem to know a lot of relatives to famous
I'm
people.
going to mute out what I said, by the way, just in case for privacy's sake
Oh.
for her.
I mean, you
We'll
could
see.
just say that you. Okay, you could just say that you're familiar with like a relative of the creator. There's nothing like
Yeah.
you haven't divulged any privacy.
No, I accidentally said her name, so
Oh, okay,
nobody
that's
you
fair,
can
that's
leave
fair.
out the name.
That's fair.
Yeah,
but
that's
but
what
I know
I
the
do.
creator's name is Rand Miller, but I won't say anything about his daughter. But I will say, oh, hang on, there you go, Hype.
There's our Zora
Woohoo!
flippers.
They look so goofy.
I always hated wearing flippers when
It's
when
a single
swimming.
flipper.
Yeah.
Where's the other pair?
You'll just have to make do.
Wouldn't that be something if you had to, if both flippers were in separate parts of the temple?
Ugh, I would hate that.
But
Actually.
anyway, so just to recap, we were talking about Myst, and Danny was bringing up something about.
Really great adventure game. Really great like puzzle adventure game. And apparently, turns out Disney actually had plans to basically recreate and or make a version
What?
of Mist Island in Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida.
Oh,
Oh,
but
They were going to.
did-
It was going to be called Discovery Island, but something happened where some sort of deal fell through.
Any day now.
Oh yeah, we can't attack while in the water.
I guess I'm gonna have to
Dang
take
it!
the
Now
pain.
I'm sad.
And
But yeah,
and they
yeah,
almost and so
so-
basically so looking this over. I'll read the discussion. So they were going to have they were going to make an open world puzzle game based on Myst and Riven, the sequel to Myst, and it was going to be each day a limited number of people would be taken by boat to an 11-acre puzzle paradise where they could spend all day interacting with that island, exploring those mysteries. It's basically going to be like a grand like escape room kind of thing. And it was so when Animal Kingdom opened in 1998, Disney shut down Discovery Island and was looking to replace it with a high-end attraction where lines wouldn't be a problem. So okay, so I remember there was something called Discovery Island, and then they were going to can it because Discovery Kingdom was a thing, or Animal Kingdom was a thing. They settled on Myst, blah, blah, blah. Disney had even secured the rights, and Imagineers were actually teaming up with Rand Miller, Robin Miller, his wife, and Richard van der Wind. But unfortunately, the reason why it fell apart was that technologically the plans were way too far ahead of the plans, and the technology required was way far ahead of their time. Like,
Which is ironic.
It was
they were
it was
talking
it
about
was
the Disney Imagineers.
It was ambitious, even for the. It's that right. Say it was ambitious, even for the Imagineers to try and pull this off. Additionally, the cost. Additionally, the cost
I do
and
apologize
the.
if you hear a dog, by the way.
I don't
I
know.
don't-
You're fine. Additionally, the costs and logistics associated with ferry and construction crews, because that is something to note, is that not only do you have to ferry the guests to the 11-acre island, you have to take all the equipment and crew over there to build it in the first place. So that was kind of a danger they had to face. And so yeah, unfortunately, it looked like it was just a project that was overshadowed by its own ambition, and they just could not.
I know you.
And unfortunately, nowadays they could absolutely do it, but the Mist isn't really that. It's not
Relevant.
as revolutionary or big as a thing anymore.
Honestly, in that case, know what they should do as an alternative? Which, honestly, okay, I do like Myst. I really do. Honestly, there's one game I kind of like that is very Myst-like that I kind of like more than Myst. The Witness. They could do something for the Witness. I like the Witness.
I think three things strongly about the Witness. Then I'll get off this topic so James can keep talking, doing the thing.
You're fine.
It is a very, very fun
Oh, there's
first.
where the key dropped.
Oh,
There's the
yeah.
key.
It's a very fun first time playing the game. Every other time, it's never going to be. I've tried getting back into that game, but the first time is always the most fun. And every repeat playthrough, I'm like, wow, this is just. It's slow. It's only
Wait a
as
second.
fun the first.
Cheap cheats.
Cheap cheats.
Yeah, cheap.
It's only as fun the first time, but
Wow.
so that's my first thought, is that it's only really fun for me that first time. Everything else, it's like, okay, I'm just getting right back to it. The discovery was half of the fun. Without it, it's kind of falling
Yeah.
apart. And then number 2, it very easily could have just been a mobile game with all
I
those
mean,
puzzles
eventually
and
it
stuff.
became a mobile game.
Right. And 3, looking at everything else, it's possibly one of the most pretentious games I've ever played.
How so?
Really? I thought it was.
Between all of the didactic speeches you have to sit through, between some of its puzzles which borderline on having you wait 58 minutes to solve a puzzle. Wait, what's
Yeah,
down
that's
here?
fair.
A boss.
Glub,
Ladies and gentlemen.
motherfucker.
He's ugly.
Food.
Also,
I don't know why the.
Also,
ahead.
behold, this boss is only slightly harder than the original. I say slightly because he isn't still really, or she
I was gonna say-
technically.
And I was gonna say that the timing between James and Seeley was great. Like, ladies and gentlemen, and then Seeley, he's ugly.
But no,
I mean, yeah, he's
by the
ugly.
way,
He's ugly.
this guy takes more hits and all that. You see how he summons little like babies and all that, or she summons babies. A lot of people are
Yeah.
going like, "Oh, hey, that's a new attack." No, it isn't. That was in the original. It's just that you defeated the original so soon that you never saw them use that attack.
Huh. So James, your thoughts on Angler?
Pretty much what Matt said. It's completely pathetic.
Okay, I'm gonna let James let James now take over for a little bit here.
This dungeon went by quick.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Are you kidding me? That is twice as long. That is like 3 times as long as it took to beat the original.
Well, just because of rendering, but anyway.
I mean, yeah, rendering, cinematics, and whatnot. I mean, that's partially the reason why some consider some of the later Pokemon just to be slow as balls.
That's fair.
So yeah,
All
now
right.
that we're done with that little trash in the water, let's grab our prize. Today we get a harp.
That's my instrument.
Oh, lo and behold, Seeley, this is for you.
That is adorable the way you said that.
Oh yeah, it was so
The
cute.
surf harp.
And I say that because I play harp in real life.
Yep.
Yep.
Coolio.
That does
I'm
not sound like a
I'm
harp.
disappointed that it's not real harp sounds though.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't sound like a harp at all.
Yeah,
That sounds like a chip tune.
Yep.
A really good chip, too.
it's a MIDI harp.
And thus Laddie found the Nocturne synthesizer.
That doesn't even sound like a MIDI harp.
And thus, Link found the Nocturne synthesizer. We're going to the bay.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Your road goes into the bay.
Thank you.
Thank you, whatever you are.
So what are we doing now?
So now that we have the flippers in our next instrument, why don't we head over to the left, where we come across this fishy cave,
Woohoo! I love this part.
where we will meet probably one of the more important musicians out there, Mambo.
A fish.
Or Mondo.
Mondo.
Mamba.
Wait, is it
Mambo.
Mambo? Sorry.
Mambo, child of the
Have you played an
sunfish.
ocarina?
Have you gotten an ocarina?
I do.
Oh,
was
then I
that
can
voice?
teach you my song!
Type.
Take it away, Mr. Mambo.
No, it's Mambo.
Why are you doing that, Steve?
I love that.
It's a Megamind reference.
Yeah, no, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad someone got the black mamba.
Like Mambo.
And he just holds it. But this is cute. Look at it go.
I kind of wish Mambo did a little bit more than just, that.
Right. Even if it was like that tree guy in a Origami King.
So Mambo's Mambo is probably the most useful out of all the songs you'll learn in the game.
Play my mambo, you can warp to a warp point around the island.
Holy hell! Now we can fast travel whenever we want.
And
Yep.
it's tuned into dungeons too.
Damn.
And since today's a special day, I'll let you warp to Mondo's Pond 2. Cha-cha-cha.
Cha cha cha.
So yeah, thank you, Mr. Mambo. I'm going to be making a heck of a lot of use out of this.
He's
I
doing
am
an
the
awkward sound.
smartest. I am the smartest sunfish you'll ever meet because all real sunfish are fucking stupid.
And they look just as stupid too.
I am so smart. I am so smart.
So yeah, now that we got the,
Whoa.
and let's also remind the audience here that the way that I had another secret seashell.
Oh, you know.
But yeah, let's also remind the audience real quick, considering that the remake for Link's Awakening really beefed up the way that warping is handled big time. So mix that with Mambo's Mambo, and you got a very, 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 very handy song.
It's playable.
Basically,
What the?
What the hell?
It's a ghosty.
Hi there.
Okay, we're just gonna keep moving. Okay, we're just gonna keep going now. We're not gonna pay that any mind.
Run.
Uh,
Or rather swim.
Don't leave
Yeah.
me alone.
Nice pigtails, lady. Gotta go.
I'm gonna get this heart piece.
Please don't leave
There you
me.
go.
That was my heart, you know.
Is it?
My piece of heart, anyway.
House,
The house.
take me. The house at the bay.
I don't know you.
I mean, okay, random pink ghost thingy. I mean, if it'll make you stop following me, I'll gladly take you over there. Especially now that we have Mambo's Mambo.
I'm not interested in anything you're selling.
I want to ask, like, will that thing constantly follow after you until you take it to its place?
Yes.
For the most part, yes.
Yeah. The second you get to...
Oh, wait a minute. I never activated that particular warp
yeah.
point yet.
Well, we
By
can
the
get
way-
close.
By the way, Mondo's Mambo, just to put it out there, it's pretty much like warping in Breath of the Wild.
And Majora's Mask.
Gotcha.
And a link between worlds.
Yes. What's that give us?
This gives us probably the most essential tool for seashell hunting. Lo and behold, it's the seashell sensor.
Oh wow.
It's a tuning fork.
And that's like the Sheikah Slate sensor in fucking... Yeah, this has a
Yeah.
lot of Breath of the Wild stuff.
Yeah, no, that looks stupid. How does this summon seashells? Oh, hey
Also,
there.
while we're still here, let's go ahead and grab a bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, we got monies.
Bow and arrow set. Only 908 rupees. Thanks a lot, come again.
By the way, who's your girlfriend over there?
I was about to say, I couldn't... Unless you were just using a different projectile, didn't we have a bow and arrow?
No, we didn't.
No, not here. Not this game. No, that's the only way you can get the bow and arrow.
Then what projectile were you using previously?
And...
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
I don't think we were using projectile.
No,
we
we
just
weren't.
had a bomb.
Yeah, we just had bombs.
Just
Yeah, we had
Just
no...
bombs.
No,
we
it
had
wasn't
no
the
bow and
bombs.
arrow. No, we had no
Well-
projectile thing at all.
Unless
Yeah.
you're referring to the freaking magic powder. Anyway,
Yeah.
we captured ourselves a Boo Buddy.
Boo buddy.
As spooky ghosts go, this one's pretty cute.
As you can see, I am a gardener because I have a pretty green thumb.
What?
But they don't even have thumbs to begin with.
Green
Now
man,
let's spook
shut
the
up.
children by putting it here.
Here you go. I say.
Nay!
I like how we
Oh.
put the thing with legitimate, like, fucking metal
Oh.
spikes.
That's.
And also a ghost.
And yeah, I caught that, James. Peculiar that it doesn't, like, go shy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so since we also have the Pegasus boots, we can also grab that book off the shelf
Take me to my house, damn it.
in a minute.
And Lottie's like, man, every time.
So, this one is the hidden power of colors. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much what teaches you how to reach this game's optional dungeon.
Yep, that was
3, 4,
exclusive
5,
at the
2,
time. Was
1.
at the time it was exclusive to the DX edition.
Try with all your might, and you may open a new path.
Okay.
Are you worthy to receive the power of color? No.
Sorry for that moaning. I was stretching.
I didn't hear
You're
it.
fine. But yeah, what Paspy could have also done there is maybe, oh, there you go, the sensor in action. Let's dig.
They also did
that-
something similar to this in
Oh, that's right, it was in the
Four
tree.
Swords Adventures.
How so?
They actually did it with the shovel. So the Great Fairies in Four Swords Adventures upgrade your items to level 2, which means they have more advanced
No,
capabilities.
not there.
Anything but there.
Like, for example, if you upgrade the Rock's Feather, you can do a double jump. If you upgrade the Fire Rod, it could create blocks for you to push and lift.
Ah,
And
okay.
and with the shovel, if you upgrade your shovel, it'll make a noise whenever there's a hole nearby.
Also, don't you mean that if you upgrade the ice rod, it would create blocks? Because
No,
fire,
Fire Rod. I do
Seriously?
mean Fire Rod.
This is the house? Oh, hey, I think this is your house.
Well, no one's there.
Oh.
No, that's not my house.
You never told us you lived in a man cave?
I don't.
Ah, well. Well, let's find that house
But
somewhere.
yeah, no, in all seriousness, though, the house that this pink lass is talking about, it's there.
Enter my house.
Get out there, then. You don't need to follow us everywhere. Jesus.
So, I wonder if this ghost name is Martha. I mean, this is her. It's located in Martha's Bay.
Wait, what was her name again?
Martha.
Martha.
Maybe.
Why'd you say that
Let's see.
name?
Oh, fuck you. I hate that. And this is where they filmed Batman.
Versus Superman!
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sad that
Yeah.
nobody went, nostalgia critic, unchanged.
Critic.
He remembered it, so I didn't have to.
You, god damn it.
I remember when he had a career worth celebrating.
Now he only just has a career.
Yeah, he does like 1 or 2 good reviews, but that's about it. I like his Alita review and his commercial
Aw.
stuff. That's it.
Aw.
Oh, he's getting so
What's wrong?
sentimental. Or she, I mean.
His Mad Max Fury Road was the last good thing he gave to this world.
The Alita review was good. That's the only other
Okay.
good thing, though.
Also, apparently, like, from what I've heard of people that are, like, super into Mad
Okay.
Max, people were kind of pissy with how he interpreted the whole thing with Fury Road.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, before we go, Martha, mind if I borrow your seashell?
Just shatter it.
Pardon?
Oh,
How old was this?
here you go, Matt.
You shellfish piece of crap.
Celia was trying to give you something, Matt.
Wait, what? Yes?
Look in the recording chat.
I wonder
Oh,
if I can
okay.
hop over there.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird with the fire
It
rod.
is.
Nice. Oh, Zora, excuse me,
Don't
Zora.
mind me, Mr. Zora.
Oh, you can swim under him.
Wow,
I
I
forgot you could do that.
I can't imagine what the view was like for Link just then, but okay.
I don't want to
Assuming
know.
he would... Assuming he... You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna say it.
Some questions are better left unanswered.
Well, more like I was gonna say, I'm sure some incarnations of Link wouldn't mind that view.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean... you know
Oh god,
what?
their legs look so
Yeah.
bad. I hate it.
But yeah, just like, that is something I'm noticing. Like, Like, between Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild, what is it with Nintendo wanting Link to hook up with fish?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the original game was played up as a joke, but for Breath of the Wild, and in a time where the Zoras are much more considered like proper citizenry, I guess
Yeah.
that's
Honestly,
partially why.
I'm still going to say it.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Whoops.
You idiot.
Oh.
Go ahead,
Honestly,
Matt.
I'm still
Flash.
going to say it. I actually really like Mifa and.
I do
Link.
too.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
I mean,
Mifa's a cute
they
character.
actually made it work, even though she's dead.
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
the sad part. That's the tragedy of it. The fact that she is dead, and all of that.
Well, I mean, look on the bright side. At least there's still Zelda.
Yeah.
I was just about to say
And Paya.
that.
Well, then there's also Paya.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Paya.
yeah. Honestly, let's be fair. Everybody wants to screw Link in that game.
Oh, of course.
Especially Sidon.
Yeah, no.
Why is No, I see Sidon as an older, like a older, really supportive older brother.
I honestly not
I would
going
say,
to lie.
dude, I've been looking at the way that Sidon's been eyeing Link.
Guys, not going to lie. I actually really like that this game kind of tricked you into thinking it was in that patch, but it was actually in
Right.
front of it. If you look,
Yeah.
the seashell wasn't in the bald patch of grass. It was actually in front of it. Never mind.
so
I'll
let's
shut
see.
up.
No,
It's
I
okay.
heard you.
Honestly, the other thing I was gonna say is that beyond Mitha, especially with Age of Calamity now out, a part of me started to realize that Link has a thing for the taller people.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it has to do with the fact that almost everyone's taller than him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's also fair. Link.
do you guys remember Twilight Princess, where what's her face, Telma, the one with the cleavage, where she kind of like puffed her chest out to Link, looking down on him, and then Link looked at her chest for a split second before making eye contact with her.
Oh.
Isn't she also kind of older than Link? If I'm
Yes.
thinking
Oh,
of the
she's
right
a lot
character?
older than Link.
She's like in her like
Like,
30s
she
or
has to be in her
40s.
40s.
And Link's like Link's only 17.
I don't think they. What?
I
don't think there would
it's
be-
not that
No,
traumatizing.
no. I decided to look up Link's height. He's still.
Oh.
Isn't he only like
taller
5'2" in
than me.
Ocarina of Time?
No, I was checking Breath of the Wild. He's still taller than me. I hate it.
Which also
Well, how
means
tall is he
Zelda's
in Breath of
taller
the
by
Wild?
extension.
5'7".
Thank you.
I love how Ocarina of Time Link is my height.
Here, put something inside. Bye-bye.
Now, I'm not entirely sure what she would have given you in the original game, but for the sake of this game, she gives you a fairy jar.
Wait, apologies. I have to.
All lost like tears in the rain. Time
Ah.
to die.
Oh, and there you go.
Who? It's been some time since our paths crossed, lad. I am
didn't
a
kill that
sage,
thing, did you?
And I'm made of sage. You must dive into the waters of Martha's Bay to enter Osa. The closer you get to the windfish, the more restless he sleeps. Carry onward. Hoot.
And for the record, I looked up at
Whoa.
a thesaurus. Patrick does not indeed mean toaster in Celtic.
Yeah, pretty sure it doesn't. But yeah,
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned next part where we go to the optional dungeon of the game, the Color Dungeon.
Well,
Yay!
color me impressed.
Heh.
I believe it's pronounced clear.
Cool. See you guys later.
In Canada, sure.